you're not telling the truth. Because if you were telling the truth, you wouldn't have a problem with the party barge.
No.
So
Okay,
you're not going to come with a
boat-
ride on me on whatever boat I get whenever I want. You're only going to come with a ride on me if I buy a really expensive boat.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
So if I go buy like a $2,000 boat and a 2.5 horsepower tiller motor, you're not getting on that boat, I guarantee you.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, so don't say if I go get a boat, you're coming out with me.
Okay, all right. Here, let's put the asterisk on there. It's got to be a nice fucking boat.
So I just have to spend millions on
Yes.
a boat, and then you'll go out.
Yes, 100%. 100%. Bobby,
What's the
not even
cheapest
millions.
boat?
If you get, it's got to be six figures. If it's a six-figure
Why?
boat, if it's a six-figure boat, Bobby, I will happily hop on. We
No.
could go anywhere.
There are perfectly fine like $6,000 boats.
All right, show me $6,000 boat. I actually have never looked at boats, so I don't know. I don't know. Is like a $6,000 boat comparable to like a $6,000 car?
I mean, what year's the car?
I don't know. What year's a boat?
No, like that.
I don't know.
I need an answer from you. If
Like-
you want me to relate it like that.
Like, say I'm trying to go, I have $6,000 to spend on a car right now. Doesn't really matter what year. But, like, if I'm going out, what the quality of car that I get, is that comparable to a $6,000 boat?
So this is like a $1,000 boat. This is $1,700. This is a John boat for people who can't see it. On the pictures aren't working.
Yeah. This site's just fucked.
Well, no, I think people only post one picture of their cheap boat. That's a $5,000 boat.
See, that's like a... I'm not hopping in that, Bobby.
Why are you not hopping in that? That's just
I
a
don't
bass
know.
boat.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just
I
a
think I'm
fishing
good.
boat. What's wrong with that?
I think I'm okay. I don't
That's
mind
not
land.
even like a bad boat.
It's not. I'm not saying it's a bad boat. It's just... I'll do it... Nah, I'll take that back. I'll do it once.
You're not coming out with me to fish?
Bobby, no.
Why?
There's no part about...
Why are we not going on fishing trips in my $5,000 boat?
Definitely don't want to do that. Definitely don't want to do that.
What if I got this pontoon?
Again, I'll do one.
Why just one? What if this is the barge?
No, fuck no, Bobby.
I didn't build it.
I don't care. I'm not going down Mississippi River on that.
Why?
No.
Have you never been on a pontoon boat?
No.
Oh, dude, pontoon boats are...
Also, it's like tiny.
That is not tiny. That's like a 20-foot pontoon boat.
Yeah, it's still, I'm gonna get sick of something, dude.
What's it?
There's no way I'm going down the whole Mississippi River in that.
Well, we'll stop at docks and stuff. We can get hotels. We don't have to sleep in the open on the boat.
No.
We're just riding the boat down the river.
Yeah, nah. I'm a take a plane after like a few days. I'm not doing that for like multiple days.
You're lost, man.
Okay.
You're lost.
I'll take that loss. I'll take that one happily. Bobby, I don't think you
we're
would do
gonna
it.
get
I think you would
much-
get sick of it.
Why would I get sick of it, dude?
There's no way.
You want to know what you do when you get sick of it? You go
What?
fish. And then you go do something else. And then you hang out on the deck. And then you play some music.
Dude,
And then if you really want to, you could like hop in the water and get back up onto the boat and jump in again. And you could swim.
I like land. I'm not I enjoy land. I'm not a pirate.
Would you get on that boat?
Bobby, all these boats that you were showing me, I would get on them like once.
Why only once? That's
But,
my
like-
thing. I don't understand why it's just a one time.
I just want to experience it. I'll be like, hey, Bobby bought a boat. Let's check this boat out. And then I'll be like, yeah, you know what? That's enough boat. That's enough
I feel
boat.
like this isn't the kind of enthusiasm I want from my boating partner.
No, I'm not your boating partner. There is no way.
Oh, that's a sick boat.
See, now show me like $100,000 boat.
You want to see $100,000
Yeah.
boat?
Yeah. Or fuck you, get me like a $50,000 boat.
No, let's go to 100,000.
Okay.
By the way, what's up, and welcome to another episode of Better Than Cable.
Yeah.
We're a little light on compatriots today.
We are.
So we just got the human weapon over here.
What up?
And myself, DJ Bobby B on
Hell
the
yeah.
boards.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, we're just going to be talking about, well, I was bringing you in because Ananya said if I got a boat, he would come out with me, and I just knew that wasn't true.
Yeah,
So now we're finding out exactly
100%.
at what point in the niceness of the boat he would actually be willing to go out whenever I wanted.
Exactly. Now.
So we got to see. We got to see what we get to. So there's nothing for sale between 99,000 and 100,000. Let me widen my range. I'll buy like $5,000. But for exactly that, there's nothing. By the way, a $5,000 boats, he will not.
I will not.
He will not.
To summarize,
that's already out the door.
Yeah.
Maybe let's do like 20 to 30,000. How about that?
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's go up a little bit.
See what we got in here. So another little pontoon, another bass boat.
Bobby, all of these are just like I'll hop on them just one day, maybe twice, but that's about it. That's about it. Yeah, see, that's like that'd be cool to experience.
Why just one time though? That's what I don't get.
Bobby, because
why'd you just tell me you were gonna come out whenever I wanted on my boats?
Okay, the boat I had in my head. The one that you were showing me.
Well, I didn't say I was going to buy a yacht. I mean, I don't have $45 million lying around.
Yeah, so I guess we got to wait till we hop on this boat.
Are you saying no, or are you making the decision on the boat?
What do you mean?
Like you were like, well, it depends on the boat.
Yeah, it depends on the boat.
All right, what if this is the boat? We got whole inside, outside.
See, this is a 2-timer.
That's a 2-timer?
Yeah.
That's a 2-timer.
2, 3.
Okay,
even.
so when we get to $30,000, we get a 2-timer.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's a 3-day.
That's a 3-day.
Each 10K, 10K is like
check
the number of days.
60.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so 30K. 30K is definitely like a 3-dayer. Like June, July, August. Once a month.
Once a month.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to have a lot more pontoons here. We're going to have like new pontoons.
True.
I don't know what your version of pontoon boats are. New pontoons like this Tri-Toon, dude.
Yeah.
This thing goes nuts. Look at those couches.
Look at those couches.
Look at my Tri-Toons.
My Tri-Toons.
Yeah, look, see all three? There's 3
What's
pontoons.
a Tri-Toon?
Well, normal pontoon boats. Like a traditional pontoon boat would only have 2 pontoons.
Oh, it's 3 of
Tri-Toon
them.
has a 3rd pontoon
Okay.
in the middle.
That's actually kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
But again, 2 days. I'll come back like
that's
2
just
days.
a 2-dayer. So that one is 57,000.
Yeah, the jump in
Let's
price.
see if we can find like a 5-dayer.
That's just like a newer, older one that you were showing me, a cheaper one. That's all that is.
Well, that's what they all are. The first ones I showed you were from like 1990.
Oh shit! Yeah, Bobby, I'm not going on that one.
Why?
I mean, again, maybe a day, but that's just a day.
This guy's 54,000.
Again, 3-dayer.
Ooh, that's a 3-dayer?
3-dayer. I could be convinced to stay for 4. That's
a pretty big boat.
Yeah, that's a massive ass boat. Damn, that is actually huge. This boat's old though. You could already tell.
It's a 1990.
Yeah, that's an old boat. It's like all like the furnishing and stuff is like old school.
I mean, you'll find like 1973 boats.
True.
But
okay,
yeah,
that's the best boat. That's the best boat so far.
We're gonna jump up to like 120 to 130,000.
Yeah.
Just to give you an idea. So, let's see what's good.
Oh
in here.
shit, what's that?
This?
No, the one underneath it. Or I
That?
guess both of those.
Well, that's a cigarette boat. That's a 2001 boat. That one has some LSs in it.
What does that mean, Bobby?
The LS engine, a V8 from Chevy.
Oh shit! It's got a Corvette engine in there.
Yes.
Damn,
I guarantee you. So,
that's wild.
maybe not LS. People LS swap these, but technically these are Mercury Racing 575 V8s.
Oh shit!
Um,
See, I'll hop in the V8 boat. That's kind of sick.
well, this isn't the first V8 boat I've showed you.
Okay, this is the first
Those
one that
V8
looks cool.
pontoon boats.
This one looks cool.
What about this one?
Oh shit, that's actually kind of nice. That's kind of sick.
That's not a bad boat.
Yeah, that's kind of sick.
We're getting up into more like luxury boating.
Yeah, that's kind of sick.
It's got the lights.
Hey, little ambient lights. No, that's a cool ass boat. That's a cool boat. Again,
Okay, so we could catch him on
Yeah.
$120,000.
Exactly.
That's all I need.
exactly. That's all you need.
That's a lot of freaking money, man. Why are
How
you
much-
so uptight about your boats?
How much would the gas cost for that?
Well, that's not important.
I think that's very important.
What?
That's a V8 boat, Bobby.
And?
That's
yeah,
just
it's
gonna,
be
like-
at like 2.5 gallons per hour.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe
that's
more.
wild.
Maybe like 6
That's
gallons
wild.
per hour. I might have grossly underestimated that. It's going to be a lot of gallons per hour, man.
Just going through gas.
Yeah. I mean, when you got a big boat, you need some big engines. Well, and that one boat you saw, the cigarette boat,
Mm-hmm.
that's more of like a racing boat.
Oh,
Like you go
Dang.
fast in that boat. That's a
That's
speed
sick.
haul. There's nowhere to like really live on there. It's
true.
just-
It's just descend.
it's a speed boat. It's a
Dang.
big speed boat.
Yeah, see, that's sick. I would hop in that. I would hop in that. Just see how like.
I mean,
how that
I don't
shit feels.
dislike cigarette boats. I'm just like, I feel like they're one trick ponies. Like if you
Yeah.
get one, you're not going to go out and chill on the boat for a day.
Yeah, facts.
'Cause
Facts.
you're just
You're
gonna
just there to send it.
Go do
Yeah,
two
yeah.
high speed runs and
Yeah.
then go get more gas and park it.
Yep. But see, I would just want to experience that shit. Just like one
Well, I
time.
would like
just
to
hop in it. I think
experience
that'd be
too.
cool.
I wouldn't like to own it.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't like. I would not like to own a boat. Period.
It's
That's
disappointing.
none. Yeah.
That's disappointing. That's
I
okay.
don't know, man. Like now that I know that a Corvette boat exists, I might look into it. That seems pretty cool.
You've
But-
never seen a boat with an LS in it, dude?
No,
Oh my gosh. Okay.
no, I have not,
One moment, viewers. There are.
dude. The one you showed me that had a V10 on it, that was crazy.
Those
too.
are Mercury Verado engines.
that
Those
was
are,
crazy.
But like, dude, there are V8 jet boats.
Oh shit!
Like people
so
just put
stupid.
the Corvette engine in everything.
The
'Cause
yeah,
the LS
yeah,
is
facts,
small.
facts.
And it just fits in
It
like
fits
everything.
everywhere. Yeah. No, that's facts.
But yeah, like people will LS swap like the cigarette boats. Like that one has Corvette motors in it.
Damn. That's kind of cool. That is very cool.
So, yeah,
Again, though, I don't think I would have to have so
So,
much stupid money to own a
does
boat.
my boat just need a Corvette motor?
No, like that luxury one was sick.
Okay,
Like it's gotta
okay.
be. It's just gotta be like.
Because
yeah.
like if I get a 12-foot jet boat,
Yeah,
but it has an LS in the back.
and if it has like that like cushion that light blue one had,
No, it's a 12-foot jet boat.
so it's just
There are
like a
no
seat.
cushions. There are 2 racing seats and,
And
an
it's just
LS
oh,
behind
I would
us.
hop in. I would hop in.
Okay.
I would
okay,
hop in.
Okay.
That'd be sick.
Go run some rivers.
Yeah, that'd be fucking sick.
Okay. Okay.
Just sending it.
That's cheaper, by the way.
Oh really?
Well, it's a tiny boat.
Yeah. Fair. That makes sense.
I mean, you gotta get the engine for the back of it.
yeah.
But it's a smaller boat.
yeah, the actual like the boat part.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are these little jet boats you can build out of steel. They're
Dang.
just like mini jet boats, and then you steal a motor out of a Sea-Doo.
That's wild.
And so it's like a jet ski, but it's a little boat. I want one of them.
That sounds fun.
They're kind of expensive.
I would assume so.
Uh,
I would assume so.
but yeah, speaking of boats, I just told you this before, but we're gonna talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a container ship that was moving a
Oh,
bunch
yeah.
of
Yeah.
electric vehicles across the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
And it caught on fire. Now, I'm sure you're aware of what happens when a bunch of EVs catch on fire together.
Yep.
That is, they burn for a long time.
Yeah. It's not.
So the boat was
It's not
abandoned
great.
and left floating in the Pacific Ocean.
And it's just.
So somewhere out there is a boat. We don't know. Well, I guess I don't know if it's still floating or not. Someone might know.
Yeah. Someone probably
But if
knows.
it is, there's a boat out there floating with just a bunch of burning cars on it. Which is kind of an interesting prospect. Because, like, if you drop a bunch of burning batteries into an ocean,
Yeah. What
what
happens?
does that do?
Exactly,
What does that
yeah.
do to the ocean?
Yeah. No, that's
There are
crazy.
heavy metals and stuff in
Yeah.
there. And granted, an ocean is a lot of water.
But still.
I
I think. It's at the end of the day, it's just trash. You're literally trashing the ocean.
Well,
Like,
they
the
weren't trash
atmosphere.
until they were on fire, but yeah.
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 But it's like the whole, like, that area is just fucked for a bit.
Do you, I don't even know if it would have that big of an effect, like
Really?
for the whole area.
I would think so.
Well,
It's
so
just battery fire. Battery, like, liquid.
They would go out when they got
Yeah.
underwater.
Yeah.
So the one thing salt water will do is it'll discharge a battery.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
they'd run out of electricity pretty quick
Facts.
sitting underwater, as far as I'm aware. They
Yeah.
would just be destroyed. But eventually they would start eroding and decaying and leaching out material that's inside of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
yeah,
No, I
it's
guess
just-
eventually it would literally just be trash then, yeah. Just like litter.
But yeah, it's wild how stuff like that just. ends
My
up
thing
in
is,
the-
yeah, how the
like,
fuck how does it just show up
Well, and to be
burning?
fair, to be fair, well, it didn't show up burning. They were shipping it across the ocean.
Yeah,
and
it
somewhere
just
on the
exploded.
journey, a fire started.
Yeah.
I
But
don't,
like
yeah, I don't even know if it exploded. Just a fire started.
True.
And a fire spread.
yeah, true.
But like, to be fair, what do you do to save a boat with a bunch of EVs burning on it?
Yeah, no, that is yeah.
Because I don't really. You're
Also,
not
like
putting it out.
yeah, middle of the ocean, you might as well just let it sink.
Well, yeah, you're not
Like,
putting it out.
Yeah, you might as well.
I don't
just,
think you're gonna let anyone go on board to try to tie
Yeah.
a line up or something. You're
No,
not gonna
exactly.
tow it that far because it is
Exactly.
gonna melt eventually, at
Mhm.
least to some degree, and
Yeah.
probably capsize.
Yeah.
I don't know. What would be your salvage plan? Like if you were in charge of the rescue operation.
I'm
right?
like, fuck it, dude. Let's get people.
no,
everything
wait.
out.
Let me finish.
That's it.
You're in charge of the rescue operation.
Uh
They're like, Ananya,
huh.
the
Yeah.
human weapon. We have called you because a ship is on fire
Yeah.
in the middle of a Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
You have unlimited budget.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever tools you might need, we need you to save this boat. What is your plan?
Oh, shipping hella fucking ice somehow.
Ice.
Just dropping like water ice on top of it
That's
and
not
just
gonna
cooling
put
it
out.
off. What would cool it off? Electric fire.
No, well, that's
Like,
the whole thing. You're not
it's
putting
like-
out the fire. I don't know if this
Honestly,
is possible.
I think
I just
think
want to
the
know what
easiest way
your
to do
plan
it-
would be. Is your
easiest
plan
way-
ice?
No, I think the easiest way to do it is just to wait for it to sink. Once it
No,
sinks,
I
then just like
said we need you to save this boat.
no, yeah. Oh,
You got to go in with a plan
Oh,
to save
fuck.
it. It doesn't have to be the best. You know, I
Yeah.
don't know what goes into this, but like, so if your
Yeah.
plan's the ice, how
yeah.
are you dropping the ice? What do you bring with? What do you got?
just like big ass like. Imagine a B-2 bomber but dropping ice. Just a bunch of like glaciers.
I feel
down.
like you're gonna sink the boat with this plan. Just dropping. Yeah,
That's
we just
fair.
got 3-ton
That's fair.
blocks of ice falling out of an airplane aimed at
Just
this
loading it.
boat that's on fire. Honestly, dude, I think you're either just gonna knock parts of the boat off,
Yeah.
or you're gonna sink.
It's
the
just
boat
gonna
with
sink
your
it, just
ice.
destroy it.
That's a lot of ice falling from the height of a bomber.
Maybe snow. Just covered in snow.
But how are you getting snow there? What's the plan for that?
Same thing.
Why
We
doesn't
just
the
drop
snow
it
melt before it touches the fire? That's going to be your whole problem
Yeah,
too. Is the
yeah.
fire's so hot, any
Facts.
water coming down to
Facts.
land on it is going to get evaporated almost
Yeah.
immediately. But on top of that, it's also electrical fire. So
Yeah.
spraying it with water is not going to put it out.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think I would somehow find a way to even just like have tubes just connected to the salt water and just like I have a hose just dumping salt water in.
Okay.
Like I think I would just have some shit like that too.
Just hoping.
Just yeah.
Hoping
Just,
and praying.
exactly.
Turn on the bilge pumps.
Yep.
Clear that water out of there.
Yeah, just like have some type of hose.
I think that would kind of be my plan too, but I think you'd want to hit it with like a lot of water at one time.
Yeah.
If you were hoping to cool
Yeah, you would
down.
need like a bunch of hoses like around the whole boat. Basically.
Well, I think it wouldn't even be hoses. I think have you ever seen like the big buckets helicopters use to fight fires?
Oh yeah.
And then you just drop the whole bucket at once.
Yeah.
I think you need like one of those buckets.
Facts,
so it's not just a little water going in that'll get evaporated. You're dropping a lot of water in the middle of it.
Facts.
And you could mix like flame retardant like foam and stuff in there too. So that might help. But then I don't know if you want flame retardant foam in the ocean. But like what's the better of two evils at this point?
You're just
to a certain extent. Because otherwise you let all the car batteries
everything.
go in the ocean.
Mm-hmm. What's the lesser?
So you need to know how damaging is the foam, and if the foam is less damaging than the batteries.
Humans really do fuck everything up.
No, yeah,
this is crazy.
I mean, to be fair, not the worst thing human have done.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's a whole nuclear like wasteland out in the Pacific Ocean.
Yep. That's very true.
That is like leaching into water.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like, it is tough. I don't know if there would be a way to save the boat. There's probably methods that neither of us know about because we don't go rescue boats from fires.
Or like fight electrical fires.
Yeah, that part too. Don't know how to necessarily put out an electrical fire. But I know that like even people who do know how to fight fires have trouble putting out electric cars that are on fire.
Yeah, see, that shit's wild.
You know the show Top Gear?
Yeah.
So the show Top Gear ended, and then it became the Grand Tour on Amazon with the same three guys.
Yep.
One of the guys' names is Richard Hammond.
Yeah.
Do you know what the Rimac is?
Yeah. No, I know where
Richard Hammond crashed the Rimac Concept 1 at a hill climb during one of the Grand Tour episodes. Busted up his knee and stuff, but he was okay. The car caught fire after he crashed.
Yeah.
It burned for 7 days.
Yeah, no, I think I remember.
On a countryside with like fire departments could get there, it burned for 7 days.
Yep. No, I remember.
So people who know how to fight fires cannot put out electric car
That's
fires.
crazy, man. That's crazy.
So that's the tough part of this, because it's like you have the most electric cars that have probably ever been on fire at the same time.
Damn.
And they burn hot.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't try to cool something down, it's going to go through the bottom of the boat. But even if you do try to cool something down, it's probably going to go through the bottom of the boat.
Facts.
Or, just destroy
just melts everything, yeah.
Granted, the boat does have some pretty good cooling to try to keep the bottom of it from melting.
Still, I think it's
the whole bottom is encased on the outside in water.
Yeah.
So in order for the bottom to get hot enough to melt, the bottom would have to be... Actually, it might not melt through. Because the bottom would have to get hot enough that water's literally boiling off the bottom of the boat.
Yeah, true.
And there's enough cold water in the ocean. I don't know if it would ever be possible to get that hot. But maybe. I don't know. We'd have to do some experiments.
Yeah. I don't know how cold it gets at the bottom of where the boat would be.
No, but that doesn't matter. Because where the water's touching on the metal...
It's just outside, yeah. It's just going to always be...
If water is touching the metal...
Yeah, it's going to be cold.
It will not be able to melt.
Facts.
If you can get the metal hot enough that water's boiling away fast enough and there's a vapor pocket in between the boat and the water because it's steam that's burning off and water's no longer touching the boat.
Yeah.
Once you get those vapor pockets, that's where the boat will melt.
Yeah.
Because it's not touching the water anymore.
Yeah.
But if the water is directly touching the metal, it will not melt.
No, facts.
Now, I can't speak
for
like
explode.
the side of the boat that's out of the water and then a wave hits it and fills it with water.
I feel like that should... It might explode.
Why would it explode?
Or to implode, some shit. Just the pressure.
Would it implode?
Just pressure.
From what?
Just like the heat coming out and like the coldness. I feel like that would do something.
I mean, unless it got hot enough. I mean, water boils at 210 degrees.
Yeah.
Metal can withstand much more than 210 degrees. Now, mind you, this is just the outside skin of the boat. The like supports inside are probably
Oh yeah,
all
they're
melted.
cooked. Yeah, they're cooked.
Like the deck, everything under.
Yeah.
The main construction of the boat is probably going.
Yeah.
But the outer skin has water on the outside of it.
Yeah. How did the submarine implode? What was that?
Well, that's different. That's totally different.
That is.
The submarine was at the bottom of the ocean,
Oh,
heading
yeah.
for the Titanic.
Facts.
There's pressure down there.
Yeah, okay.
Like
that's
a lot
different.
of pressure.
Yeah, okay, that's
like
different.
thousands of PSI.
Yeah, facts.
So the submarine
Facts.
imploded
That's
because
different.
essentially
Yeah.
being down there, the space inside was like a absolute vacuum.
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
So the water all just wanted to crush into it.
Yeah, facts.
And so the minute something gave way, it
it
just
just
went,
crushed. Yeah, facts.
but like 10 million times as fast as that.
Yeah. No, facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
So that's different.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
boat's not going to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Unless it sinks.
Yeah,
like
it's
a
not
boat,
deep
if a
enough.
boat was watertight somewhere and it
Yeah.
was sinking, but there wasn't enough buoyancy to keep it above, the watertight compartment would probably.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it would be like a submarine. So, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So you don't get implosions unless you're deep.
Yeah,
underwater.
facts. No, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes perfect sense. But
But
yeah,
I mean,
just one or two. If you get one of those, Bobby, I'll hop in. We could cruise a bit.
if I get a boat,
Yeah.
I don't believe you. I'm
Yeah.
not buying a boat for you anymore. I'll buy a boat when I find another person to buy a boat for.
Hey, there you go.
Because you're not committed enough as my boat partner. So
Yeah, no, I'm not your boat partner,
you're
Bobby.
seeming
That's for
very wishy-washy about
Yeah.
fishing every other morning.
sure. Dude. I'm vegetarian again. Why the fuck would I be fishing?
We don't have to cook them. We could just catch them, throw them back.
Still, like this seems so fucking boring.
You've never been fishing.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't know.
I'm good.
You don't know. You don't even know. You've never experienced catching a fish. and
Like
then
I
tossing
said,
him
just
back.
once. I'll do it.
All right, let's go fishing.
Nah, I'll
2
rain
weeks.
check. Rain check.
2 weeks.
No. 2 weeks what?
We're going
Like in
fishing.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Nah.
3 weeks.
Let me check my calendar, Bobby.
4. Oh, come on. Yeah. Send me a calendar with your
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
No.
You can book an appointment.
He's not going fishing, guys. We all know it. He's not going
Yo,
fishing. He's
honestly,
not even going to try it once.
BTC fishing?
You got to get a fishing license.
Oh, dude, I'm not doing that.
It takes like 5 minutes. It's $15 for the year, but you need a fishing license. to fish.
Oh, I don't want to get a fishing license.
Literally do it on their website, hit pay for the $15, and you get it just in a PDF, and you just got to print it out. But you need to do that. I have to renew my fishing license.
If it comes to it.
I don't currently have an active fishing license.
When was
But
the
we
last
could
time
go
you fished?
fishing. Like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, so you don't even fish often.
Well, but if I got a boat, once you have a boat, fishing is just so much
What
more
the fuck?
accessible. Because you need things to do on your boat.
Yes, you're just going to be bored and be like, yeah, let's just fish.
Well, no, I'm going to be like, I'm going to take my nice little boat out to where all these fishes are in the middle of the lake here, and no one else can get to because they don't have my boat, and I'm going to catch a bunch of fish. I'm not going to lie. Now, if we were somewhere that I could catch crab, I would cook the crab. To be honest, I would probably cook the fish, but you don't have to cook the fish. You don't have to eat them. You could just fish with me, and I'll take all the fish too.
Bobby, I can't begin to tell you how good I am. I'm so
Don't know what
good.
you're missing out on, man.
I'm going to just hop in. We could just cruise a little bit. You could show off your V8 boat, and then we could dock back up.
It's just a waste of gas. Didn't even come back with
Yeah.
fish.
Yeah, we could just go waste some gas, come back.
You didn't even come back with fish. You didn't
Yeah.
go nowhere.
No, we could go somewhere.
Okay, we'll take my boat from Chicago to Florida.
Bobby, see, fucking doing the most.
You said we could go somewhere.
We could go like Michigan.
Oh, that's weak.
That's
It's like just across
yeah,
the lake.
that's all I'm willing to do. Maybe like. No, I'm not going to Canada.
Why not?
Michigan. I'll do Michigan.
Why don't you go to Canada? Michigan's the only option. What about New York?
Nah, New York's still fucking far.
Well, yeah.
How like in the small boat that you showed me, Bobby? How long of a trip would that be?
Which one was the small boat? I showed you a few small boats.
Okay, the one. Let's say it's the one with just the racing seats and like the big ass V8 in the back.
Oh, well, you're not taking that.
Okay,
No, that's for like a little river.
that's to Michigan. Could we take that to Michigan?
I wouldn't even want to take that on Lake Michigan.
Oh, really?
That's like you want to run a jet boat on a river or like small rivers and lakes.
Oh,
Like
true,
we would
true.
take the jet boat out to like the Ozarks
Oh,
and go running down
okay.
rivers,
Okay,
or like somewhere in Montana and go
True.
running up rivers in between
True,
mountains
true.
with some rapids.
Okay.
But you don't want to be somewhere that has like 3 feet swells, like the middle of Lake Michigan would have.
Okay.
You just beat up the boat,
True.
and
Okay.
our backs would
Just be
break.
destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Damn.
You need a bigger boat than that for Lake Michigan.
Okay, so then we're
Have you ever
talking
been
like-
on a jet ski in Lake Michigan?
No, I have not.
What's that noise?
Those are my shoes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, it just sounded like something started sparking.
Yeah,
So,
I just like I kind of rubbed them weird, but
Okay.
no, I have
No.
not. I have not.
jet ski is punishing in Lake Michigan.
Yeah, I can believe that.
You could
I
do
can
jumps.
believe it.
You
Yeah.
could catch air pretty easy.
Yeah. Facts.
But some of them
Facts.
hurt.
Yeah, I bet.
Some of them hurt.
I bet. You know, I've been the only jet ski I've been on is like in the Bahamas. So that was
We should buy matching jet skis.
down. That I'm down for.
I got him.
That I'm down for. I would get jet ski.
Okay.
Jet skis are fun as fuck.
Now, are you limited to a new jet ski, or can I get you to buy used jet skis with me? Because I kind of want a 2-stroke. You remember that motor I showed you that was the 2-stroke, how it sounded?
Yeah.
I kind of want a 2-stroke.
Oh shit, that'd be kind of sick. Like if it's safe, I'm down for a
I mean,
used one.
it's going to be as safe as a jet ski is safe.
Oh, then yeah, fuck it, I'm down for a used one.
I mean, like, your bigger issue is going to be we might have to do some work on them when we buy them to get them fully running
Oh, no, fuck that. I don't want a project.
and stuff. You don't want a project.
No, I don't. If you want to like fix my jet ski for me, sure.
Gotta have new jet skis.
Yeah.
Why,
yeah.
dude?
How hard would it be to rebuild? Like, would this be like a year-long project?
No. It would be like a couple weeks at most.
Like, not even a month.
Like, yeah,
Or
if
like
we
a month.
wanted to buy old jet skis. So, I think this was the one I've previously looked at. Let me
No
pull this
shot.
up.
Oh my god. You were like thinking about this shit?
I can't remember the name of it, so I don't know if I'm searching the right thing, though.
It's like a Yamaha makes jet skis, right? Who else makes jet skis?
There it is.
Yawasaki.
This is what I want.
The Sea-Doo XP.
Yep.
Sea-Doo.
That's what I want. Right there. And so they made these from, I think, 1991 to 2004.
True.
So, yeah. So, I mean, you're basically looking at potentially rebuilding the motor or replacing the motor.
Okay.
So, to give you an idea, let's find one for sale. Find a market value. I'm back on a boat sales website.
Yo. I can see.
So like 2,500, 1,000 or
2,000.
2,000 even. Those ones probably run.
True.
2,000 and 2,500. These both probably run.
That's actually not like that's kind of wild, but it's not crazy.
Oh, do you know how much a new Sea-Doo costs?
Nope. Bobby, do you think I would know how much a new Sea-Doo would cost?
Fair point. Fair point. The nice like 3-seater Sea-Doos are like over $20,000.
Oh shit! It's like
Yeah.
a car.
Yeah,
Damn.
for jet ski.
Damn, that's wild.
But to be fair, they're supercharged 4 cylinders.
Yeah,
and they
but
have like
still,
300 horsepower. And
it's a
they'll
jet
do
ski.
like 75 miles an hour.
Damn.
The fastest I've been is like 60 on a jet ski. And 60's booking on a jet
Yeah.
ski.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're kind of sending it.
But yeah, so biggest thing would be we would need maybe to do motors.
Yeah.
Or if we don't need to do motors or can't do motors, we'd have to get new motors for them.
True.
So people definitely rebuild these motors too.
Damn, dude. Yeah, I don't know if I'm
So-
willing to spend $2,000 on a jet ski right now.
You can get a new or a redone XP motor for like $900.
True.
But like I said, those two around 2000, they're running.
They're solid. Yeah.
If we looked for broken down ones and we were just gonna buy a motor for like $1,000, we might be able to find one for like $950, $1,100
Yeah, dude.
with a decent haul.
I'm good.
So then we're 2,000 in. We each have jet skis with new motors.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm okay on this one. Not with you on this
Lame.
one. Well, Bobby, you get a boat, I'll get a jet ski.
No,
Yeah.
I want a jet ski.
You could. No one's stopping you from getting a jet ski, but
You just said I get a boat, you get a jet ski.
or no, you buy a boat. You could also buy a jet ski, and I'll buy a jet ski with you.
But then I have to buy two watercraft.
That's,
I can't drive both of them at the same time.
You like post. You could park
I'll
it.
need two boats.
Get a big enough boat that you could park your jet ski in it.
Okay, we're back to unrealistic. We're back to unrealistic. We could get a Boston whaler, and we could
Dude.
get a jet ski.
A Boston whaler.
You would not get in the Boston whaler. I'm just gonna tell you right now, you would not get in the Boston whaler.
Okay, true.
The Boston whaler's a boat, but you would not get in it.
True.
You'd be like, that's a shitty boat. But it's just a Boston whaler.
A Boston whaler.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Don't know a single boat name. Just learned Sea-Doo today.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't know Sea-Doo made all the jet skis?
No. I don't think I've really
There are
paid
two
attention
jet
to it.
skis. You either get a Sea-Doo or a Yamaha.
Yeah, I know. I knew a
Yamahas
Yamaha.
are the ones with the big
Yeah, I know a
water
Yamaha.
arcing out of
Yeah,
the back.
yeah, yeah.
Sea-Doos don't have that. And like you can
Oh.
put like modification things
Okay.
on them, but stock they don't have that. That's
True.
a Sea-Doo or that's a Yamaha thing.
Okay. No, I've only been on a Yamaha, and I've only really seen Yamahas.
Dude, we got to get you in the water more. Got to get you on more boats.
Okay, I don't know, man.
We live in a coastal city, man.
The beach is fine. I fuck with the beach, the lake, being by the lake,
Yeah,
but
we'll go
being
out
inside
on the
it.
lake. Not inside the lake,
like-
out on the lake.
out on the lake. Okay, Bobby. I'll be down actually. Fuck it.
We got to get you acclimatized.
a little water day.
We'll go get the Boston whaler. We'll start there.
No, I think the fact that you had to warn me about it, I think I'm good.
Well, I didn't have to warn you about it. I just said you're going to say you're good.
Yeah, so I think I am good. I'll trust your judgment on that. A Boston whaler. That shit doesn't even sound like I want to be on it. Sounds like
It's just a kind of boat.
sounds like a roller coaster name.
Those are Boston whalers.
Yeah, you were right. You were
I
totally
told
right.
you would be like, I could buy
Yeah.
a brand new one straight from the factory, brand new motor. You're not touching it.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, I told you. I was aware.
Yeah,
It's a boat I could afford along with the jet ski.
True. I can see why. I can see it. I can see it.
But yeah, I kind of figured you weren't good on it. Crushing my dreams once again.
Yeah, unfortunately, man. Boston whaler. It looks like a hot dog, but a boat.
It does not look like a hot
It's
dog.
just long. It's just long.
It does not look
wide
like
at
a
all.
hot dog,
Yeah,
dude.
it's a boat version of a hot dog.
No. Thank you for playing, but no.
Right, it's just long.
Uh,
It's like a worse version of like an Italian, what are those called? Oh fuck, why am I blanking on it?
are you trying to say gondola?
Gondola. Yeah, it's like a shitty gondola.
No.
Yes.
It's like way wider in the beam than a gondola.
Yeah, but it looks trash.
It's a cheap boat. A cheap
Yeah.
work boat for working around like docks and marinas or going fishing.
Yeah, see?
It's not supposed to be anything crazy fancy.
Yeah,
It gets the job done.
okay. See, I don't want to be on a boat that just gets the job done. I think
You've
that's
never
what
been on
that's
a
what it
boat.
is. I've been on a boat.
What kind of boat?
I've been on a cruise. I've been on like
Cruises
like
do not count. That's you're fully detached from any normal boating experience. on a
like
cruise.
any like boat tours. I've been on a few boat tours in my life, in various cities.
Have you been on like the jet boats from Navy Pier?
Yeah.
Okay.
on
That's a
that.
boat.
That's a boat.
That's a boat you've been in.
Yeah, I've been on a few boats.
You've never been on a pontoon boat. That still
Nope.
baffles me, dude. Pontoon boats are the shit. Pontoon boats are the shit.
boats.
But I don't know, dude. I'm just surprised.
Where have you been on a pontoon boat?
Like Kentucky?
Okay. Yeah, no.
Camp?
Nope.
Used to have a couple speed boats, a pontoon boat. Actually, I think 2 pontoon boats.
Dang. That's kind of lit.
One of the speed boats was a Cadillac, and it definitely had V8s in it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And then I don't know if this other one had a V8 or a V6, but the brand is called Mastercraft. It's a ski boat.
Dang. Yeah, no.
Dude, you can just have so much fun on the water. It's like you want to take the boat to dinner because there are these little restaurants that have docks and you could just pull right up.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be fun, but I would not want to do it more than once.
So
I'll have a great one-time experience.
We had one of these at camp. That's a ski boat.
Dude, you went to a nice-ass camp. What fucking camp did you go to? What the fuck? That's wild. That's a really nice boat for what it is.
Let me see if I can find a picture of the Cadillac.
Cadillac.
I can find this. The other speedboat was a Four Winds. If you ever heard of one of the, you don't know any boats.
Nope.
This was the other speedboat.
Okay. It's a boat. The first one you showed me was sick.
Well, that was also newer than the one.
Was cool.
That's more like the Cadillac one, but that's not exactly. Oh, this is pretty close.
Go to Cadillac boats. That's actually kind of cool.
Well, I don't think it's like a Cadillac boat. I think it had Cadillac motors.
Oh,
but we called it the Cadillac.
Okay.
It had Cadillac
Okay.
motors, which is just Chevy or GM.
Yeah.
So V8s.
Yeah. Yep. Damn, dude.
And then we had a big pontoon.
That's sick. A camp of boats.
It had like this brand new pontoon boat that I don't think it was a Bentley. I want to say it was like a Sunreef.
Damn. Dude, this camp sounds like heaven.
Yeah, we had like one of these.
Yo.
And then there was a sailboat, but we never took it out.
That's crazy.
But yeah, dude, you got to go out on boats.
Bobby, I've not had access to boats in my life.
You don't know how to sail?
No, Bobby.
Okay, we got to start with sailing.
Don't know how to sail.
We got to start with sailing lessons. That's clear.
Okay.
Bobby, but you don't want a project. What? You wouldn't do a project for something? You wouldn't build a car?
I'll build a car. I wouldn't build a boat.
But a jet ski?
For the right price?
$2,000 pretty damn cheap for a jet ski.
Yeah, but I don't
put a little elbow grease in.
I don't want to put in $2,000 for a jet ski.
It's a pretty cheap jet ski. That's all I'm saying.
Sure, but no.
Okay.
No.
Well, what car would you build if you were going to build a car?
Oh, like dream? My dream car that I would want to build is.
You have $30,000 today.
I want like a old school BMW, like a boxy BMW, like an E30.
Okay.
Like I want like a boxy ass.
Original
BMW.
engine, or are you swapping it?
Nah, original.
Original engine.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just gonna turbo it?
Mm-hmm.
Big turbo.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, you can't run it that fast.
Yeah, like I don't even want it to be. I want it.
You don't want it to be obnoxious.
Yeah, I want it to be like manual. I want to be able to like just drive it around manual everywhere.
Yeah.
Like that would just be like a fun car that I could just have fun, like just cruising around in.
Okay.
That or if I could somehow get an Audi Quattro, like like the rally
Quattro
cars,
is their 4-wheel drive system.
or yeah, like the rally
the old
cars that they
rally
had.
cars.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not getting.
Yeah.
Those aren't street legal.
I know, but like if I could just get one of those, I would. That would be sick.
I mean, you might be able to get one as like a display piece.
Yeah, yeah.
Just how do you make boats?
Just how do you make boats?
Well, Lamborghini makes boats.
Yeah, Lamborghini yacht.
Lamborghini makes a nice.
Yeah,
boat.
yeah. Conor McGregor has that boat.
That is some V12s in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, I do know that boat. That boat.
But really, just a BMW E30.
Yeah, I think.
I don't know if you could get that done for 30,000.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be more expensive than 30K.
Like, I think the car alone might cost you more than
Yeah.
30K. I don't know if you'd find a good condition E30, like a
Mm-hmm.
good chassis.
Yeah, no facts. I think it's definitely. That's like a $60,000 project, maybe.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
right.
90.
Maybe 90.
Are you restoring it, like repainting, new interior, all leather?
Yeah.
Like, what's the end goal? Is it going to be like the car like it was first bought? Or are you doing something
No,
to the
I'm
inside?
doing something to the inside.
Okay, so you're going to
Yeah.
have like screens and
Yeah,
CarPlay.
yeah.
You're
I
closer
want-
to 90
Yeah.
to 100.
I want to resto mod it basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like 90. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You're way above that
yeah.
budget
yeah.
there, but that's okay. That's okay.
Let's see.
I don't know if I was going to do something old.
Yeah,
The thing is, it needs a lot of work.
yeah,
Because I would love to have like a fastback Mustang,
yeah. No, like a
like
1967.
an old
like,
Shelby
yeah.
GT.
Facts. That'd be so sick.
But I don't think the car has the best chassis.
Yeah.
So I'd want to cut out the front half and the back half and build our own suspension points. Change how the car's kind of stanced a little bit. Changed how it rides.
Yeah,
Get some bigger wheels. Probably got to do a wide body kit.
yeah,
And then, so from that point, it's not really the original car. You're
Yeah.
putting in much better, like, suspension geometry
Yeah,
and everything
you're
on each
changing
corner, but
everything
it's going to
about it.
drive way better.
yeah. It's gonna be a smoother car.
And then, we're going new engine, new
yeah,
transmission.
just everything new. Facts. See,
We,
that's
we
why.
could just do an LS
Yeah.
or a Coyote with a automatic behind it.
Facts.
We could do manual, but we don't need to do crazy.
Yeah.
But if I did something like that, we're doing full red carpet,
Hey.
full red leather on the dash.
Yeah, just all red.
We got a Holly Dominator screen for the dash.
Hey.
I don't know if we're getting a screen for radio. We might just put in a little radio.
Yeah, facts.
Might just put in a normal radio unit.
Yeah.
Haven't decided on that. Seats, white leather
Ooh, okay.
with red stitching.
Yep.
And then
Speed racer.
the whole roof, the like headliner inside is white.
Dang. Alcantara or like what material?
I mean, it's just a normal headliner. I
Okay,
don't know what
true.
We don't have to do anything.
Nothing
crazy
fancy, nothing
for
fancy,
just
okay.
The carpet stuff that
Facts.
all cars use for headliners.
Facts. Okay. Facts.
Yeah, so we do that. Headlights wouldn't be normal, so I'd probably want to keep like the original shape of the headlights. They're those big circles on the front,
Yeah.
and the tail lights, but everything's gonna be switched to
LED.
LEDs.
Yeah, LED.
So like the headlights, I think it would be really cool. You could add your own elements inside. So I'd want to do like an LED ring inside
Facts.
the lens, and then like the headlight in the center.
Facts. Just playing with it.
Well, then you get like daytime running lights.
Yeah,
and you can
facts.
have those circles on, or
Yeah, facts. That'd be sick.
and yeah, would probably have it have. So if I did an LS, so a Chevy motor, we're probably going. I don't know. I kind of want to go NA high revving. So just like a built Chevy motor
Yeah.
that can rev to 9,000 RPM.
Yeah.
Would be pretty cool. So you could
That'd be
probably
sick.
get like an
That'd be so
LS4
sick.
or an LS3
Yeah.
and switch out like the rotating assembly, the crank, the heads, and get there. But now you're looking at quite a bit for that
Yeah.
engine. That's probably getting close to 10,000 in engine parts.
Yeah. That's also that's like an actual project now.
And then I mean, if I went Coyote, I'm going like I'll buy a Gen 5 Coyote
Facts.
and we're throwing a Whipple supercharger on it.
Ooh, oh shit. Yeah.
One or the other.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there.
Facts. Dang.
But either one of those would be hot rods.
That'd be
We're
sick.
getting custom exhaust with long tube headers. If I do the high revving Chevy motor, it's getting equal length headers. Equal length headers make shit sound more like an F1 car.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah.
do you know what they are?
They're like the it's like the side ones, right? The vents on the sides?
No. So equal length headers.
Yeah.
Each cylinder has the exact same distance to the end of the exhaust.
Oh.
So on like
okay.
a normal car's headers,
Yeah.
they don't build them like this. It's just a
They
pipe
just
that
come out.
everything goes
Yeah,
into.
facts.
On equal length headers, there's a tube for each of the cylinders coming off the exhaust ports, and then the distance of those tubes to the collector. The collector is what collects all four tubes and puts it into one again. The distance from the port to the collector is the same for all of them. So like on the close one, you have to go out, go this way, and come back. So you have the same length of pipe.
True.
So like these are what you'll see on cars with like a ridiculous exhaust system.
What does that do? How
It
does that help?
changes the sound.
Oh, it just okay.
It changes how the so all of the pulses of the exhaust, that's what you hear. They're like pulses from the exhaust valves. All of them will arrive at the end of the exhaust in the firing order.
Oh,
so when you have them all feeding in on shorter pipes, they conflict with each other.
True. Dang, so it just sounds cleaner.
So like this is a pair of equal length headers for a
That's
Mustang.
sick. That's kind of sick.
What? Why are you verifying a device? Idiot. Freaking idiot. Those are equal length headers for a Mustang.
Okay.
Oh,
let me see.
I thought I saw an ad pop up.
That is kind of cool.
And so it changes the sound a
It
lot.
just makes it cleaner. Dang, that's kind of sick.
Let's see. So I don't know if there's going to be a clip in here of it. So this is a truck too. This isn't even the Mustang Coyote. Let's see. Oh.
God damn. And this is his truck? You put it on his truck?
That's an F-150 with
Damn.
equal length headers. Yeah.
Damn, that shit sounds clean.
So it just changes the exhaust
Yeah,
sound,
facts. Damn.
but tends to sound more rowdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
like
sick.
race cars get equal length
Yeah,
headers.
okay.
So equal length headers also flow better. So you get better pull of the exhaust gases down the exhaust.
Okay.
So there isn't resistance pushing back into the engine and you can rev higher. And,
True. Okay. That's sick.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
So those would be on there too.
True.
And then it wouldn't be street legal, but I'd love to do a boom tube.
Which ones are those?
So boom tubes are NASCAR exhaust.
Okay.
But I'd want to do one on each side coming out behind the driver door and the passenger door.
Oh, like you want to coming out the side, like I think I know what you're talking about now.
They're flat.
Yeah, I've seen these. I know what you're talking about. That would actually look sick. That'd be kind of cool.
So that's a boom tube.
Yeah.
So you'd have one like a flat
Yeah.
little exhaust coming out this side and a flat exhaust coming out the other side, but they're going to be like straight out of headers. So it's going to be like an open headers exhaust.
Dang. Yeah.
It's going to be loud.
Yep. That'd be sick.
It's going to sound like a NASCAR.
Oh shit. It's like a wide body
But
Mustang.
yeah, that's what I would do. That's definitely not.
That's
$30,000,
that's what
but That's
that'd be sick.
basically building the whole car.
Yeah.
Now, in order to complete this, I just need a machine shop to learn how to weld.
Money.
Money. Yeah. I'm pretty good at wiring and stuff already. I could do that. I've done that for a lot of cable on 3D printers.
Oh, true. True.
So I think I'd be fine building the wiring harness.
Mm-hmm.
The upholstery would be tough. I've never upholstered something. I probably have to pay someone to like do the leather and red and stuff.
Facts.
But everything else, like all the mechanical stuff that's not welding, I think I could get done. Like just assembling everything, putting it in, getting it running.
Facts. Now, see, BMW E30, I might put a wide kit on it.
You do a wide body?
I think I'm going to do a wide body kit on it.
Get some girth on those back tires.
Yeah. And also, that shit looks mean. A wide body on an E30 looks mean.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean...
I'll put Recaro seats in there, because why not?
You said an M3, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you could get a not bad one for like 15. I don't know if it runs, though. It's probably been run into the dirt for like 15. 136K. 95 BMW M3.
And how many miles on it?
136.
136, yeah. Kind of beat up.
I mean, I thought it would be more.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if I'm like changing everything on it, it doesn't really matter at that point.
I mean, to be fair, this M3 is double the price and has almost the same miles. 128. And it's 29.5.
Let me see this one. Let's see what the difference is.
It definitely has some body kit stuff.
Oh, true. It's been souped up.
Well, it's got a spoiler, and I think it's got like a front lip.
Oh, true.
Someone's already done something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That one's actually clean.
No, I mean,
that one's kind of clean.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, that one's kind of clean. Not spending the money right now.
29.5. Go grab it.
Yeah,
Go pick it up. So, give him your Mustang.
Hell no.
Be like, here's this. I'll take that.
Yeah, hell no.
You might go for it.
Oof. Yeah, you definitely will go for it.
You might go for it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But I think we should wrap it on up here.
Yeah, it's about that time. Are we dropping shit? We might be dropping shit. Stay tuned. Make sure you keep the notifications on.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, be sure to follow us everywhere. We got a quote to end this on?
I don't have anything in mind. You got one? Give me a Conor McGregor quote.
Conor McGregor.
Just call something out. First thing that pops to mind that he said. Just say it into the microphone right now. Let's go.
Let's see.
Conor McGregor, off top.
Why did I just blank the second you said that?
It doesn't have to be inspiring. Just pick something he said. It could be stupid. He says a lot of stupid things.
I got it.
Go.
I'm in your wife's DMs.
There we go. Conor McGregor.
The notorious one.